Hello everyone and welcome to the Shadow Realm. After your request, I'm going to show you some combos that you can do with the Infenoble deck. So if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. We're going to start things off by normal summoning the connector and activating its effect to special summon the Aqua Dolphin. If we have a card to discard, we can look at our opponent's hand and see if they have any hand trap. But for the purposes of this video, I'm going to assume that you know that already. We're going to link summon the Assault and activate her first effect to get the Super Quantum Red Layer. You have to specifically get a Fire Warrior, so we have a discard later in the combos. And then we're going to activate the second effect of Assault and then send 3 equips to the graveyard so we can special summon the Torn Skills. Now it's a good time to activate the Phoenix Blade in the graveyard so we can banish 2 warriors from the graveyard so we can get it back in hand. Always keep in mind that the Phoenix Blade is not once per turn, so you can use it as many times as you want. Now we have a discard fodder for the effect of Torn Skills that we're gonna send to the graveyard so we can send a copy of Ancient Cloak. Now immediately after that we can banish the Ancient Cloak so we can get a copy of Silent Boots. And now since we control a Phantom Knight's monster, we can special summon the Silent Boots to our side of the field. And now it's the only time that our opponent can actually use Nibiru against us. But even if they do, if we have the extenders such as Oliver, we can continue to play and combo off with a regular Hulk plays. Now we're going to use every monster that we have on the field, so we can special summon a 3-material Appaloosa. And after that we're completely safe from Nibiru. Now we can proceed to banish the Silent Boots, so we can get a Sid Brigandine to our side of the field, and then we can activate the effect of Torn Skills to get him back to the field. Just keep in mind that he's going to get banished when he leaves the field. Now after that we can continue with our Hulk plays. We can activate the effect of Oliver to special summon into our side of the field by sending the Super Quantum Red Layer to the graveyard. Now that we have a tuner and a non-tuner to our side of the field, we can finally go into Hulky Fibrax and then continue with our plays after that. When we special summon the Christian Hulky Fibrax, we can activate his effect to special summon a tuner directly from the deck, and of course the best tuner is going to be Deskot 001. Now we can use the Hulk and the Deskot 001 to special summon a copy of Mecha Phantom Beast Auroradon, and then special summon 3 tokens to our side of the field. That's of course going to trigger the effect of Deskot 001 to revive itself back from the graveyard, and then we can proceed to Synchro summon using 2 of the tokens or a copy of Powerful Dragon. And Powerful Dragon effect is going to activate to get us a copy of Durendal. We can now proceed to activate Durendal so we can get Renault to the hand, and then activate the second effect of Auroradon to destroy itself and Powerful Dragon so we can special summon from the deck the Mecha Phantom Beast Coldwing. And that's going to trigger its effect to special summon 2 tokens to our side of the field, and that's going to trigger the effect of Deskot 001 from the grave to revive itself back. Now we can proceed to Synchro summon using Deskot 001 and the 2 tokens to our side of the field, so we can special summon a copy of Shooting Riser Dragon. And when we're going to Synchro summon the Shooting Riser Dragon, we can send to the graveyard a copy of Red Layer to manipulate his level. Now we can use one of the tokens and the Shooting Riser Dragon, so we can special summon a copy of Captain Roland, and Roland effect is going to activate and it's going to trigger it in the end phase. Now we can proceed to use Roland and Coldwing, so we can Synchro summon for a copy of the boss daddy of the deck, Emperor Charles. Now it's a good time to activate the effect of Phoenix Blade in the graveyard to get it back to the hand, since we have a lot of warrior monsters in the graveyard. The only warrior that we need in the graveyard is Captain Roland, so we can quick effect equip it to charge during our opponent's turn and destroy a card on the field. Just keep in mind that this combo can get even crazier if you have any other extender in your hand. Now after that we can activate the effect of Renault in our hand to special summon to our side of the field, so we can get from the graveyard 1 copy of the DDR. After that we can activate the DDR to our side of the field by discarding the Phoenix Blade that we just got from the graveyard, and then we can special summon from the banished pile any monster that we need. In this specific scenario, we're going to aim for the Aqua Dolphin, so we can actually rip a card from our opponent's hand as well, meaning that potentially they are going to start their turn with 2 less cards. Just keep in mind that you can always adjust the combo accordingly, depending on the rest of the cards that you have in the hand. You could decide to go for Herald of the Arclight, which is a great option because it shuts down your opponent from activating droplets. But in this scenario, I'm going to assume that we have Renault and Aqua Dolphin to the side of the field, and we're going to special summon the Sid Brigandine from our hand, and then Synchro summon for a copy of Borrowed Savage Dragon. On summon, Borrowed Savage Dragon is going to activate, so you can equip from the graveyard a copy of Auroradon and give him 3 counters. Now also before we end our turn, we can activate the copy of Oliver in the graveyard to equip him to Charles to our side of the field, and then we can proceed to the end phase, so we can activate the effect of Charles to equip the Metal Silver Armor to Charles. This way we're going to soft lock our opponent from targeting any card to a side of the field, meaning that our opponent can't use Imperm to negate our Appaloosa. So now we have 3 negates with Appaloosa, one Omni negate with Warlord Savage Dragon, and during our opponent's turn we can activate the effect of Captain Roland in the graveyard, so we can quick effect equip him to Charles and destroy a card on the field. Also don't forget to get a Renode during the end phase with the effect of Roland. Now in the next combo I'm going to showcase you how we can special summon the Destiny Hero Plasma to our side of the field, and that's going to be one of the most extremely oppressive boards. We're going to start with the Connector or any two other warrior monsters that we have on the field, and then special summon a copy of Isolde. Isolde effect is going to activate to get Immortal Phoenix Keyfrit for the follow-up, and then we can send the 4 equips to the graveyard, so we can special summon a copy of the Armageddon Knight directly from the deck. Also this combo doesn't care if you have any bricks to the hand, because we're going to shuffle them back into the deck. We're going to send the Plague Spreader Zombie to the graveyard with the effect of the Armageddon Knight, and then we can special summon it to our side of the field by putting the brick back into the deck. Now we're going to continue with our regular combos. We're going to use the Plague Spreader Zombie and Isolde, so we can special summon a copy of Kriston Halki Fibrax, and Halki Fibrax effect is going to activate to special summon the Despot 001. Now we can go for the regular Auroradon plays. We're going to special summon Auroradon and special summon 3 tokens to our side of the field. That's going to trigger the effect of Despot 001, and then after that we can Synchro summon for a copy of the Cupid Pitch. We're going to use her effect on summon to reduce her level by 1, and then Synchro summon using the Armageddon Knight and Cupid Pitch for a copy of Shooting Riser Dragon. You can then use the effect of Shooting Riser Dragon to send 1 card to the graveyard and Cupid Pitch to get the copy of Plasma directly from the deck. Then we can send a copy of Red Layer, and then we can activate the effect of Mecha Phantom Beast Auroradon to special summon the Coldwind directly from the deck. It's going to trigger his effect to special summon 2 tokens, and then we can Synchro summon for a copy of Balmung. After that we can use one of the tokens and Shooting Riser Dragon, so we can special summon the copy of Captain Roland, and don't forget to activate his effect on summon. And then we can Synchro summon for the copy of Charles, that's going to extend our plays even further. We can proceed to activate the effect of Phoenix Blade in the graveyard by banishing 2 random warrior monsters from the grave, just don't banish the Captain Roland. In this scenario we can banish the Super Quantum Red Layer and the copy of Armageddon Knight that we definitely don't have any use moving forward. And after that, when we get the Phoenix Blade to the hand, we can equip it to the copy of Charles, and that's going to trigger his effect to destroy a card on the field. In this instance we're going to destroy the Balmung. Balmung effect in the graveyard is going to activate, and that means we can revive back the Coldwing from the graveyard, and since we control the Mecha Phantom Beast monster, we're going to special summon 2 tokens to our side of the field, and then revive back the Despot 001. Now we have several options. In this scenario we're going to use the Despot 001 and one of the tokens to special summon a copy of the Herald of the Arclight. So this way our opponent wouldn't be able to use Droplet against us. Now after that, since we control already a Fire Warrior monster, we can special summon Renode and then activate his effect to get from the graveyard a copy of TDR. We could potentially get another revive spell from the graveyard, but in this scenario this is the best one we can get. Now, since we control a Mecha Phantom Beast token, the Mecha Phantom Beast Coldwing is a level 7, and that means we can Synchro summon using Renode and a level 7 for a copy of Warlord Savage Dragon. On summon we're going to activate the effect of Warlord and equip him with a copy of Isolde from the graveyard and provide him with 2 Omni negates. After that we can proceed to activate the copy of Phoenix Blade in the graveyard, so we can get a free discard for the copy of DDR, so this way we don't have to waste any of our resources. In this scenario we can banish the copy of Aqua Dolphin and the copy of Balmung, so we can revive the Aqua Dolphin later. Provided that we have enough warriors in the graveyard, we can activate the effect of Phoenix Blade again, so we can get it back to the hand. As you can tell here, I made a mistake and banished the copy of Connector instead of the Aqua Dolphin, but this is going to be an easy fix. Now we can proceed to activate the copy of DDR by sending the Phoenix Blade to the graveyard, and this way we can revive back the Aqua Dolphin. As you can tell, we're going to need 3 bodies on the field, so we can special summon the copy of Plasma. So as I mentioned earlier, we can activate the effect of Phoenix Blade once again in the graveyard by banishing 2 other warriors from the grave. It doesn't really matter what warriors we're going to banish, because during the end phase we're going to trigger the effect of Roland and get a copy of Renode back to the hand. Now since we have the Phoenix Blade back to the hand, we're going to activate the effect of Aqua Dolphin once again to rip another card from our opponent's hand, and then we can proceed to tribute 3 monsters that we have on the field, so we can special summon the copy of Plasma. If we had enough warriors in the graveyard, we can activate the Phoenix Blade again and get it back to the hand, so we can equip it back to Plasma. Now we can proceed to the end phase. We're going to equip the Metal Silver Armor to Charles, and also we're going to equip a copy of Oliver directly from the deck. And we also have enough free zones, so we can equip Roland and destroy a card on the field. Also during the end phase, don't forget to trigger the effect of Roland, so we can get the Renode, and this way we can ensure that we have follow-up during our opponent's turn and not decay them. Lastly, I'm going to showcase the bread and butter combo so we can play around Nibiru. We're going to start things off with Ogier and sending Gearfried to the graveyard, and then we can activate Durendal and search for a copy of Renaud. Then we can activate the Renaud and then get Gearfried back to the hand. This way we have an equip to the graveyard, so we can special summon Gearfried later. Now we can link away the two warrior monsters to special summon a copy of Isolde and activate her first effect to get a warrior to the hand. Now we can proceed to special summon Gearfried by banishing the equips that we have in the graveyard, and then we can activate the effect of Ogier to equip itself to Gearfried. This way our combo is going to be protected and we don't have to worry about Nibiru. Now after that we're going to proceed as normal. We're going to activate the second effect of Isolde, we're going to send 4 equips to the graveyard and then special summon a copy of Oliver. Now we can proceed with our normal Auroradon combos. We're going to special summon a copy of Crystal and Hulky Fibrax and then special summon a copy of Despot 001. Then we can link them away for a copy of Auroradon and then activate Auroradon effect to special summon 3 tokens to our side of the field and then revive back the Despot 001. Now we can Synchro away the Despot 001 and one of the tokens, so we can special summon a copy of Cupid Beach. On summon we're going to trigger her effect to raise her level by 1, so now we can Synchro summon for a copy of Bold Savage Dragon. As you can see, this combo is not impressive, but keep in mind that if you have any extender, you can always special summon another tuner and go for a Herald of Arclight, or even reduce the level of Cupid Beach and go for Charles. And that wraps up the video. Thank you for watching, stay safe, and I will see you in the Sad Realm.